Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Two Idiots Reading Comics. This week's episode 93, Teen Titans Academy. As always, thank you for joining us. Go tell your friends, your family, anyone that wants to listen and talk about comics. Go find us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and anywhere you get your podcasts. And as always, let's get into it.
And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. This is Two Idiots Reading Comics. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker, and he just dropped his notes.
Damn it!
But today we're reading Teen Titans Academy,
Woohoo!
suggested by Davis. Just putting that out there. We
Yeah,
also
I'll take the heat for this one. If it doesn't turn out well, I'll take
I
the
don't
heat.
think it's as bad. Like I said, I might go on a rant on this one, but the book is actually not as bad. We'll get into that though. Also today, debut of segment draft. Now this one, because the NFL draft is this month, we also love football, and so we're gonna do this. I mean, I think the NFL draft's a couple weeks away, but we want to do it now because we won't have good patience.
No.
So we're gonna do comic book characters. We would want, like, I don't know if anyone's on like football Instagram or TikTok or Twitter, all that. They had that filter where you like blinked and that was your quarterback. You blinked, that was your wide receiver, all that.
Yeah.
We're gonna draft like that. We're not gonna fucking sit here and blink, obviously.
But of course.
But we're gonna draft a QB, running back, 2 wide receivers, a group as an O line, and a group as a defense. And we'll explain the rules when we get there. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. And we're gonna put a poll out. So
We're gonna see
check
how
our
it goes.
Twitter, Instagram. You can comment and all that shit. Who won? But
Well,
first,
we'll have to set some ground rules when we get there, but we'll talk about it in a bit.
yeah. But first, we know everybody came here to talk about Teen Titans Academy. Let's get the credits.
As always, Teen Titans Academy Volume 1, X marks the spot. We got writers Tim Sheridan and Robbie Thompson. Stick with me. There's a lot of damn names this week. We got artists Rafa Sandoval, Jordi Tarragona, Steve Lieber, Eduardo Penzica, Julio Ferreira, Max Rayner, Bernard Chang, Mario Santucci, Darko Lafuente, colorists Alejandro Sanchez, Dave Stewart, Alex Sinclair, Marcello Maiolo, Maiolo, Michael Atiye, Atiye, Miguel Muerto, and letters Rob Lee and Wes Abbott. Again, apologies if I butchered anybody's names. That's a lot of damn names and a lot of things that a South Alabama redneck don't know how to pronounce.
Yeah. You live in North Alabama, but okay.
I grew up in South Alabama. I've been here for 4 years. North Alabama ain't much better than South Alabama.
So
It's a long damn list.
that is,
we
they said,
got
they're having trouble
1,
keeping
2,
artists.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 artists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors and 2 letterers and 2 writers.
Oh no!
It's not a party foul.
Okay. Well, there was also, I think there was an issue. Of
There was
Suicide Squad.
There was two issues of weird things. There was a
Suicide
Suicide Squad,
and then they had that
yearbook thing at the end.
which I only read. I'll admit right now, I only read the Stitch one, and then once I catch a hint of filler, I speed read through it.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to add to it.
The Stitch one was pretty good.
I did enjoy that. I'm not gonna lie. The Stitch character
And
was kind of pretty
Let's
cool.
not beat around the bush. That first issue was hot trash, and we all know why. It was a literal smorgasbord of, and I want to preface this right now. We try not to let our politics show. I think we're both very moderate. We both think, or I definitely, I'm going to speak for me. I think there's idiots on both sides.
Oh, most
I
definitely.
think both sides are so fucking dumb and blind that they can't see half the time they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Damn straight.
And I'm tired of I'm tired of all of them just being this absolute extreme. It's ridiculous. I think whichever side suddenly just smartens up and goes, if we even get just a slightly moderate person, will win. Like normal people will vote that
Pick
person
us
in
out.
office. Yeah. And I can't stand the extreme left or the extreme right on the internet. They're both horrible. And a lot of these companies, especially in comics, are starting to very much show which side of the aisle they belong on. And
It's clickbait
that's,
by now.
I mean, that's their prerogative. They can run their company however they want. But don't get mad when I don't. Either way, because like I've seen some people doing far right comics. I'm just like,
I mean,
I don't.
it's the first
Just tell a good story.
the principle of the First Amendment: free speech, free,
Yeah, you can do
free
whatever you
everything. You
want.
do what you want.
But I'm.
But
on,
our opinions,
when,
everybody's opinions.
Yeah, and when comic book numbers go down, well, there we go. But
everybody's opinions and everybody's right to do whatever they want to do is the whole point of our First Amendment.
I say all that to say the first issue of this book was dog shit. Everything else after, I honestly liked.
I definitely agree.
liked a lot after that. And this is another thing I've seen as like growing up and noticing that, like, especially now that like I'm 27, I'm getting to that shitty time frame where you're too old to be considered cool with the young people. You're too young to like even get any type of respect from old people.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get to the point where like, okay, big companies aren't making stuff for me anymore.
No,
They're
we're in that
They've
limbo.
moved on from millennials to Gen X.
Yeah.
And stuff I've noticed is like, you wrote that because like, I guarantee you that's not like some 18 to 20-year-old person that wrote this. You wrote that like how you think progressive liberal Gen Xers talk and act.
Yeah. I think this is either copyright 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Maybe 18. But we're talking about in the past 3 years that this came out.
Yeah.
And so we are literally in the boom of make everybody happy, make everybody feel good. We have to make sure.
And I want to get this straight. Also, I think representation is very good. I
Damn
do
straight.
think it's cool. Like, I want these people to have a character that they can identify with and all this other stuff. I just can think the way they're going about it is completely fucking wrong. I talked about it in the last episode. I watched this video and like I've been a huge pro wrestling fan, and so when I talk about how I want to write, this is how I kind of want to do stuff. Is they have the draw, and then they have like new characters they want to introduce. And I think I may have jumped like too far ahead of my point, but oh well. How they're like, this was basically, hey, here's a new team of young kids that we think Gen Xers will like. And I don't know if you've ever met a Gen Xer. I have several cousins that are.
I don't know anybody.
They don't give a shit about anything.
No.
Like,
what
they
what
were.
the hell? What
yeah.
did you think about when you were 12 to 15 to 17 years old?
Yeah. I
didn't. You give a shit if so-and-so was this or so-and-so was that? You
I didn't care about getting your...
can I play video games
when
today?
People were like... No, obviously when people were like, hey, I'd prefer you not come... Well, actually, if you're in high school, don't ever tell people something bothers you, because that's what you're getting the rest of your life.
That's textbook 101 for you're screwed.
But as far as like... all like... Basically like the non-binary... Like all the LGBT stuff and people wanting to be called certain pronouns or they identify as this, like, that's cool, but I mean, like, that many people in one group of, unless you're going to like a
group
bar,
like
a
that,
special bar,
like
I don't think that happens that much, and I don't think people that age talk like that.
No.
I think this is someone who thinks that's how they talk and they think like that, but again, that was the first issue. We only had a problem with that, and we talked about it. At least me, I'm gonna. You don't know much about Comicsgate because you don't get into comic YouTube very much. So basically, from what I understand, because I looked up one video about it after someone left a comment on our video to look into it. Comicsgate started out as like, I think it was a bunch of female writers for Marvel, all took a picture together as like, this is progress or something like that. And a guy who had a very like controversial comic book YouTube channel put some like not very nice, but I mean, basically, not very nice way said, yeah, too bad the stories all suck or something like that.
Ooh.
And caught a lot of heat. And he got called out for a lot of shit from when it was like 3 months ago when I looked up this YouTube video. And now like a whole thing is like you're either pro or against Comicsgate, and it's basically the new conservative or liberal in the comics YouTube thing.
And it just doesn't make sense. I mean, we're not
not,
group or another.
Exactly,
we're everything.
And we're never gonna like. Here's our statement on it: write a good story, and I don't give a shit whether that character is gay, black, white, yellow, lesbian, or whatever. If they're cool and badass, I'll read that fucking book.
But at the same time, just shoving it down our throats, anybody's throats, just to shove it down the throat,
and I think
just to get a point across, that's not a good story.
And I think a lot of people like take offense with the shoving it down your throat thing, but because like that's typically what a bunch of people say. But you read that first issue, and I don't know if you've ever read Commanders in Crisis.
No.
It's basically the 5 superheroes from Commanders in Crisis are all presidents from different universes, but one's the first gay president,
or the LGBTQ.
One's the first like Middle Eastern or like their family's Middle Eastern
I got you.
president and stuff like that.
They're the first,
and there's no like straight white guys.
They're the first of everything that's not a straight white male.
Yeah, and it's just like, cool, man. You didn't have to like you're not telling of what I think is a very good story. You're just kind of beating me over my head with your politics.
Yeah, you're just trying to make a point of, hey, this is the first of everything that isn't a straight white man.
Yeah, I like good stories, and if you can't, for one, I don't like. I have nothing. I have gay friends. I know people that identify other than straight and stuff like that. And that's not like their whole personality. They're way more interesting people.
Yeah.
And
there's way more than
I don't know what it is about fictional characters that are like, maybe it's because everybody loved the gay best friend and all the like 2000s rom-coms. But then that's like, oh, he's the gay best friend. But like, someone's identity shouldn't, or someone's sexual identity shouldn't be their whole
shouldn't be their whole principle. Shouldn't be just what they're identified as.
Yeah, well, that's what they identify as.
Not, I mean,
shouldn't be their whole. What do they say it? If the fuck, I can't find the word. Oh well, we'll move on. It shouldn't be like the whole.
It's not that's not their identity.
Shouldn't be your whole personality.
There you
that's
go.
What we were
that's
looking
better.
For. Yeah. But there are better ways, and that's where I was going with. And DC and Marvel have started doing this thing where they want to introduce. Basically, take these type of characters and just immediately give them their own title because they're important and representation is important. They should get their own title. I agree,
but you got to have.
You
a
also
good story.
don't know how to book. Like, if you just take pro wrestling and apply it to all of life, I swear to God, it works a million times better. So they have a thing in professional wrestling that they do when you're debuting a new character. The smart thing is to immediately, even though they haven't like done all this stuff, they're just new there. You immediately, his first feud needs to be against a very top guy.
Of course.
And so if we're doing this for, like, let's say this story, you had, like we said, we like Stitch, and she doesn't defy
gender
as a she's different as non-binary because
something.
She literally doesn't have a gender.
She's calls itself a ragdoll.
Yeah, I keep saying she. Again,
they,
very good
him,
with pronouns.
Whatever. Is a ragdoll is an animated ragdoll.
I guess it would be they if we're going to be super politically correct. But they doesn't see it's the plural part that fucks me up when people just do non-binary. But they. I'm just going to go she because she wears a skirt. See, we tried to be so accommodating and it just doesn't work. But like, let's say what she in the story, she's literally like the apprentice of Dr. Fate. So
we didn't get that to the end, which was
So put her in like have the Dr. Fate story. have her origin, which they might have. I don't think they did. They might have. I don't know. And have her show up in Dr. Fate, be really fucking badass in Dr. Fate, have people fall in love with her like they did Spider-Gwen, and then immediately spin her out into her own thing.
Then
it's
it is
not that hard.
Stitch.
Yeah.
And you saw, and they did a little bit with only Stitch in the yearbook where Stitch didn't want to be anything.
Yeah.
Stitch was quiet, stayed by themselves, stayed away from everything.
Just wanted friends.
And then found a friend.
Yeah.
With a character that actually wasn't in the main story.
And that's
and then saved people because they were Stitch. Not because they were anything else. They were Stitch. They were powerful. They didn't want people to get hurt. And then ran for president because they wanted to help people.
And this is the thing. It's like,
didn't give a shit what they were.
What's the better pitch to a story? Hey, this person's non-binary. Or this is a person that is trying to figure out where they fit in the world. She didn't even know that this person she practices magic with and hangs out with all the time, instead she wants to hang out with, or they want to hang out with all the time, is actually a friend.
Yeah.
She's trying to find her place in the world. Like again, as a straight white man, who, hell, I've been through this, struggling to find out where you fit in the world is something a person goes through.
A person, period. Anybody.
Yeah, and so I think that's basically, we've done our best. The first issue of this is like, just
they wrote that first issue hitting every PC point of, all right, did we check off this kind of person? Did we check off this kind of person? Did we check off this? Did we check off this?
And then they
wrote the story.
They got into the rest of the book and turned out to be pretty fucking good.
But that first issue was a boardroom. I can imagine a boardroom sitting there going with a checkboard going, all right, did we do this? Did we do that? Did we do that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we can write the story.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be how it goes.
And there's like, and then you like get to the 2 through whatever, and you've got so many storylines I'm fucking interested in. You've got, who the fuck is Red X?
Yeah,
what the hell?
We're just gonna play with that the whole daggum time.
What the heck is Red X doing other than like apparently
just
very protective over orphans or kids that he thinks are being mistreated
and recruiting his own school almost?
Yeah, and then you've got the 3 tiers of Teen Titans. You've got the Titans, the Teen Titans, and the people that are in school at Titan Tower, and they each, like, how do they interact?
Yep,
and
didn't get that at all.
And you did a little bit.
Well,
and then you've got like Dick Grayson's struggling with Red X because like everybody's like, oh,
because
you were Red X.
Dick Grayson was Red X.
You also have this little bit of like, he's having to figure out whether he needs to be with the Titans or in Bloodhaven and the Bat family, and then you have Starfire and them.
You've got
obviously still some heat there with Barbara. And then
that was rough.
You've got fucking, I didn't know Beast Boy and Raven were a thing now.
They've picked that up recently.
Yeah. And then
you brought Cyborg back.
Yeah.
And then, apparently Red Hood
Arsenal,
no, not Red Robin.
They didn't call her Arsenal. You talking about on the Teen Titans?
The Archer.
Yeah.
Red Arrow.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, Red Arrow.
Red Arrow.
What did I say?
You said
I say Red Robin.
Red Robin.
Oh yeah, no.
Not the food place.
No. Tim Drake.
What is Red
Arrow?
Red Arrow's name?
Roy Harper.
Roy
Harper's dead.
Yeah, Roy Harper's apparently dead.
Even though they just brought him back. Whatever.
Yeah, they just brought him back in Titans.
Yeah.
In Rebirth. Now he's dead, and now we have the Academy.
Yeah.
You've got Troy, who is a
she's
Amazonian woman.
Yeah.
But she can fly, unlike Wonder Woman.
Depending on which story
you look at. Yeah.
But then you've also got the Teen Titans who have that whole thing going on with Crush.
Which we've got
is, I guess, Lobo's daughter.
Kid Flash, Crush, Lobo's daughter.
Yeah. But Crush, that's the one they didn't touch on a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Crush quits the team after a big ass fight. And so you've got that going on, and then you've got you have literally 3 tiers of storylines all interweaving and stuff, and it's really
the
good.
one story,
and then they cross over with the Suicide Squad.
One character I missed was I downloaded a bunch of the Teen Titans storyline after post Rebirth with Damian Wayne being the leader of Teen Titans with Kid Flash.
Oh yeah,
and Beast Boy was actually on that team, and I think he brought back.
That's Starfire. Where I was going to ask you, where the heck does this take place in continuity?
So,
Did they ever
apparently the
reset
Teen
again?
Titans at Rebirth that I've read
Uh-huh.
had Damian Wayne, Beast Boy older,
Yeah.
Starfire older,
Yeah.
Kid Flash, and I think he.
And then they even had the
I think
Titans
I
look,
think he
though.
started with those 4.
Yeah.
Maybe brought a 5th one, but then he ostracized and found out that he was too young for Beast Boy, Raven, Starfire, and then created Lobo, the dude that turns into a ball that
Yeah.
looks exactly like the Tube dude.
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that the scene that the two of them
That
are looking at each
too,
other?
oh my God.
They're going to be related.
I've
I
seen
think.
dumb characters, but that Tubi guy,
The dude he's rooming with
Yeah.
turns into a ball.
I could think of a million more useful things as a ball than a Tubi.
That's true.
Tube.
And then so he ostracizes himself from the older group that
Mhm.
turns into the Titans.
Yeah.
And then creates this Lobo, Kid Flash,
Mm.
this younger group.
Okay.
But yet, Damien's not there.
I don't know.
Damian Wayne,
He's probably
Robin,
in some type of.
Robin is a Teen Titan.
He's probably
Yet
doing something
he's
with
not
Batman.
there.
Probably doing
I
something
mean,
with Batman.
But again, you've got these heavy hitters. You've got Dick Grayson, Nightwing, Starfire, Beast Boy, Raven. They even brought back Cyborg for this, who Cyborg is a freaking Justice League member.
Yeah.
But you don't bring back Robin.
I don't know. I haven't. Like, I think I don't have very many DC comics on my pull list. I think I only have like 2 Marvel, which reminds me, that's what we should have talked, or we might talk about in a segment later. I'm gonna take Venom off my pull list. Apparently, putting the Hulk on, so who knows?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, like all those reasons, I liked the second half of this book. It was the storyline with Bolt is very good. Like, saved by
intrigued.
Amanda Waller.
I'm intrigued with that because, again, I love the Flash, and now we have a speedster that is a sprinter.
Yeah.
Not
She can't continuously
yeah.
run.
So
And
that's
she's
cool.
got I don't know what the term is. I'm trying not to
She's
say
an she's an amputee.
Yeah, I'm
She
trying
had
not, trying not to say the Cat Williams paperclip leg. What do you call them? Prosthetic legs.
prosthetic legs.
there we go.
She had her legs chopped off and left for dead. Amanda
Yeah.
Waller found her, and so she has sprinters. The iconic sprinters like
Yeah.
metal
Oh,
legs.
like the disabled. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's a sprinter, she's a sprinter speedster,
She can't go
but yet
for like a
owned
super
by
very
Amanda
times.
Waller.
Yeah. And
Um,
she's trying to get out of that, which seems like very easy. Just tell
and
Nightwing.
now Superboy's in Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Apparently.
how the hell did that happen?
Fuck if I know.
I
Dude,
thought you were the one that
something-
kept up with Titans.
Something's happened within the DC
Yeah.
universe with Titans and Teen Titans,
I don't
and
know.
everybody's gone wild
Yeah.
because I think they also
And I
tried
didn't
to
think they
tie this.
ever. This very much seems like they tied in the old Teen Titans show and Young Justice.
I was about to say,
and
it
then
seems
wrote
like
this in that
they're trying
universe.
to tie them together.
Yeah,
Because you remember DC has
which
said,
I don't hate.
No, I don't hate it at all. But you know, DC has said that everything
It's just
is
multiverse.
one now.
Yeah.
I mean everything is real,
Everything is canon.
but
Somewhere.
nothing is continuity.
Yeah, something I don't know.
It's weird. It's like everything is real, but not everything
We'll tell you what's
falls
important.
in the same timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you could still see that in Suicide Squad, Superboy still had his doubts.
Yeah, he's like,
still
run.
kind of.
Which I'm like, do you not have a bomb planted in your head? I imagine
But
they
can
got
you? He's Kryptonian. I mean, can you?
kryptonite bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess you can't. I don't know.
Drill into him with a kryptonite drill and plant it, and
Yeah. Put it in lead so it doesn't affect his abilities. And then boom. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. But honestly a very good book. Just you gotta get through that.
once you get to the first issue, you're
Yeah.
good. If you have an issue with that, if you don't have an issue with that, you'll love it to
Yeah.
death.
Um
Now, the Bat group from Bloodhaven that Nightwing brought.
I loved that story section. You didn't like it?
No, yes,
Oh,
I
I was
loved
about to
it.
say. See, like again, like that whole section
'cause
was cool as fuck.
I love the Batman detective,
Yeah.
and then we got these 3 kids
Yeah.
that are trying to be
3 orphans.
and
that,
the whole
like,
time, all 3 orphans are like, Nightwing's a dick. He's
Yeah.
no good.
Yeah.
He's the first copy.
He's the
They called him the first copy of Batman.
he's a knockoff.
Yeah, and I was just sitting there going,
It's like,
I really love that y'all are shitting on the dude that brought y'all here.
I remember the cockiness I had as a teenager
Yeah.
too. What up?
And I
That's
loved
what it's
how
just like, and just stories about people, man.
when they were telling their story and they jumped out, and I also loved Stitch was interrupted.
Oh yeah.
When they were telling their story, you're like, who are they telling? Like, I thought they were in detention again.
Uh-huh.
And then it shows Red X just standing there, and I could imagine him behind the mask just with a jaw drop, like, how fucking crazy are you three?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell did y'all do?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that they have shown who
I don't either.
Red X is
No.
yet.
No,
In,
'cause
in,
they
the,
had-
in all the characters they've shown,
At
I
the
don't
beginning,
think
they do
they've
that
shown
thing
it,
where someone programmed Red X into the combat
which
simulator.
was one of the Bat Kids.
Yeah, and like, so the whole thing was like, oh, it had to be somebody inside, but then they reveal, oh, it was just her for shits and gigs, and so I don't think they have. But yeah, I don't know.
But apparently, the dude has
They
a
know how to
Titan's
get
bag.
in there, though.
He has a Titan's bag,
yeah,
and he was an orphan. You didn't read all the way through this last one, did you? It was in yearbook, and it was an orphanage. It was a
I
foster
just took from
family.
that, I
It
was
was
like,
a-
oh, he protects orphans. That's all I.
it was, I think, the third iteration of Red X
Mhm.
was beating the shit out of foster families using their kids or using the foster children as money pits.
Yeah, yeah.
Not taking
I've
care
heard
of them,
that.
screwing with them. So he went in to kill the foster parents,
Yeah.
and one of the kids didn't run.
Yeah.
Third iteration of Red X looks at the kid and goes, "Why didn't you run?" And the kid goes, "Because they were bad people, and you stopped them."
Yeah.
And he said, "What do you think my X means?" And the kid says, "Oh, it's to kill them." And the
And
Red
somebody
X goes,
crossed
"No, this is
over.
a cross, and it's to cross out death or something, whatever it is."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, I guess I'll have to teach you now." That
So
kid-
that kid is somewhere.
that kid is the new Red X.
Oh.
The way they set it, the way I read it, and the way they
Yeah.
set up the end, that kid is the new Red X. And at the
So
very
he might
beginning,
be in the school.
very beginning when they show this kid buying stuff from
Yeah.
this dude, and he goes, "I've got more stuff for you." At the end, it shows that same silhouette
Yeah.
with the same seller, and the kid's holding a Titan's backpack.
Okay.
And the dude goes, "That mask will come in handy for you." And he shoves the mask, you don't see the mask, but he's
Yeah.
shoving it into his backpack, something into his backpack.
Okay.
And then he goes to get on the ferry.
Oh fuck. Well, then I don't know who it is then.
I don't think they've shown him because his body build, his size
Yeah.
doesn't fit any other character.
I don't know. But very
again,
good.
Once we get past that first issue and I would say once we get past the second and third issue, to me,
That's the
it
Suicide
really,
Squad part,
oh, it
which
was
I
just pretty
enjoyed.
cool.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
It
the
definitely
Titans.
wasn't Titans,
But once we got in that fourth and fifth issue,
yeah.
I really got into it.
Oh, yeah.
The Bat Kids, and then talking about who is Red X, who is this guy, and at the same time, he's protecting the kids. He protected them from Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
not to kill them.
Oh yeah.
And then when he reveals himself, he goes, "I'll offer you a team. You can be my proteges."
Yeah. Which is weird getting, I don't know, getting the Suicide Squad in there just to turn on him was weird. But I don't know. But I think we did enough. Oh yeah, we hit 30 minutes already. Cool.
Nice.
Segment time.
Like that story much better. I
Oh, yeah.
I did enjoy the story.
I
a
did
lot.
enjoy the story too.
And even with all the artists, everything seemed to flow well.
Yeah.
There's some weird drawings in there every now and then, but it worked.
Time to get in the segment. We're gonna do a draft.
It's a slightly prepared list.
Slightly, yeah. So if people who watch sports shows all the time know that, like, especially during the summer when people don't have anything to talk about, you do drafts, and I've seen people do it for comic book characters before. So the scenario is, I guess technically we'll be doing 7 rounds because it's going to be basically the NFL draft is this month.
I got 6.
QB, running back, tight end, wide receiver, wide receiver,
Tight end in there.
O-line. Yeah. Okay. NFL draft is this month. We're both big football fans.
Tight end kind of screws me here.
Just take him with your last pick. I don't know. NFL draft is this month. We're both huge football fans. And so we're saying what superheroes or comic book characters would make the best football team. I'm pretty sure I have a... Well, before that, we did have one rule.
One rule. It cannot be a speedster like Flash who can alter the timeline.
Or go to different dimensions or stuff like that.
No characters that can go to different dimensions and alter.
Quicksilver, good. Sonic,
he's
good.
Not fast enough. Now,
Superman, we're saying is not fast enough because he's slower than the Flash.
Talking about different dimensions, is Doctor Strange on the table?
I mean,
or he can't use that ability while he's.
I mean, don't go. I would say he can't use the time stone.
Okay, that works. But all other magic is legal.
Because my guy has magic. I swear up and down I have the best pick, and I don't think he'll get it. And so I'm going to give him the first pick.
Now, my only other question
like we're saying, okay, go ahead and get
my only question is, because we're playing with superheroes, are we playing on a 100-yard field? Or are we playing on like a mile-long field?
Yeah, 100-yard field.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go.
I mean, what else?
Well, we talk about superheroes that some guys can throw it more than 100 yards.
Okay, but do you have someone that can go get underneath it?
Maybe.
Okay. Well,
this is going to be fun.
I can probably draft someone to stop it.
This is going to be fun. All right.
And then another thing. Again, it goes QB, one running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and then a group for an O-line and a group for a defense. But
how many are we talking about in O-line? And does it have to be a team?
Yeah, like you're not picking 5 individuals.
Okay.
It's got to be a team. Gotcha. But anyone, like let's say,
you pick
example,
the Teen Titans. You can't.
Let's say, if you pick the Teen Titans, and I go, well, I want Cyborg.
Prior to me picking Teen Titans, yes. If I pick Teen Titans first.
Well,
and then
are you going O-line and defense that early in the draft?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you pick a team member from that team,
well,
they're not on the team. But if somebody picks the team first,
I don't know.
You lose the character.
I don't know about that.
Why not?
Because
if you're saying
there's a lot of teams that have
if you're saying you're going to take the character,
let me see.
All right,
there's a lot of teams that have had almost every single character.
Of course.
Like an Avengers, like a Justice League. They've had almost every single fucking character.
Yeah.
So I could just go, number 1, my defense is the Justice League. Who the fuck are you going to pick?
Exactly.
Okay, then.
All right.
So if you pick the individual, they're taken out of their team.
Okay.
And I will graciously give you the first pick because I think I have a slam dunk at number 1. And you're not going to pick them.
All right.
So round number 1 overall, do the whole spiel. With the first pick in the 2 idiots draft.
Yeah. Okay.
Should have had a draft clock.
With the first pick of the first round of the 2 Idiots Reading Comics draft, running back, Cyborg.
Okay. Not gonna lie, you took a tight end off my draft board. But
and I'll keep up with our list so we can argue about it afterwards.
I just won. I'm telling you right now.
All right, let's roll.
With the number 2 overall pick in the first round of the 2 Idiots Reading Comics draft, running back, the Juggernaut. Right. Once he gains momentum, he cannot be stopped.
All right.
Oh, you want to wait until we're done to talk about it? Because I just won. I just fucking won, and you're salty, I can tell. Cannot be stopped.
I'm working on it.
I'm going to run the wing tee all over your ass.
All right.
He's so famous. I told you.
Well, this hurts now.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go now.
Oh.
Oh.
Probably QB, I would say.
That's what I'm working
Seems
on.
important.
With the second round first pick, QB Superman.
Okay. I feel you.
All right.
That means
I've got an arm now.
I don't think my QB will be picked at any of your other positions.
All right.
Unless you do a dickhead thing and go with like a team or like a group position. That being said, I don't think you'd pick Teen Titans for position group. But just in case, because I know you love the Titans, pick number 4, Beast Boy, wide receiver.
Interesting.
Can fly up and catch the ball. He can also turn into a cheetah and go as fast as he needs to.
He can.
He's very versatile. Actually, I should have him as like whatever Cordero Patterson was for the Atlanta Falcons last year. Literally line him up at whatever.
Just line him up and let him go.
Talk about a goal line. He just turns into an elephant.
True. That's true. Pick number 5, tight end, is going to be the rock guy from Fantastic Four.
The Thing?
The Thing.
Gosh, I mean, blocking tight end?
Yeah. He's got a block for Cyborg. Let Cyborg get up that middle and go. Cyborg is ex-football.
He is, but also weird to note that you took the running back Cyborg, not the quarterback Cyborg.
I like the running back a little bit better.
Yeah. Obviously there were better picks at running back. But, I'm at a couple of different positions. I think like when you start going groups, so one they might get picked off. So I'm gonna go. I don't even know what pick I am anymore. Second pick of the 4th round. Or are we in third round?
3, 4,
I've picked.
5. You'll be pick 6.
Pick 6. QB, Captain America, not Roger Staubach, but Steve Rogers.
All right.
He's got the strength to put it wherever he wants. I think he's got the touch, and he won't throw anybody's arms off.
Good point. Good point.
And he knows how to lead a team.
That is true. My defense
Oh, no.
is going to be X-Men.
Ooh.
I'll be
You don't have to stay specific characters.
Defense is X-Men.
Yeah. And that's ultimately the right move. I think we'll go ahead and get this out of the way because I don't want you to take them for O-line. I literally had Justice League or Avengers. Whichever for my defense.
Yeah.
Whichever one you didn't pick, that's what I was taking.
And the only reason I'm going with X-Men is your running back, Juggernaut. X-Men is the only ones that have ever stopped him.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I can't remember how they stopped him.
I don't remember. I know they've stopped him.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
with stopping Juggernaut means you can stop Beast Boy and Captain America. So far, I don't know what the rest you got, but
I mean, honestly, my big gun was Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Because even you say they stop him, but they struggle.
It's not going to be. He's going to get 4 yards every play.
Oh yeah, and that's
4
all
yards
you need.
is a first down every 3 plays.
Oh yeah. And that was ultimately the right move because picking a giant team that has just I had either Justice League or Avengers at defense, and you took Superman, but half of DC has been Justice League.
Is Justice League. Right.
I mean, it doesn't really matter which one I'm picking. I think I am just gonna go. I mean, Justice League because
for what?
Defense.
Defense.
Because I mean, let's be honest. If we're talking power levels, DC kind of like overpowers their people.
Oh, most definitely.
So yeah, I'm going Justice League.
Wide receiver with the 9th pick. Doctor Strange.
Okay. Then
Damn, I could have had it. All right, go ahead.
I will go. I guess that puts me at 10.
Yep.
My 10th pick. Yeah, because I'm in the evens.
Yeah, sorry.
10th pick. I'll take my second wide receiver. If Beast Boy's my deep threat, Mr. Fantastic is my slot. Talk about.
No. Oh, yeah. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Talk about your catch radius. Literally wherever the fuck you want it to be. Just get it somewhat close. And talk about slippery little slot wide receivers. He can contort. He can
stick that hand out and grab the ball behind him, get ahead of him.
Contort his body anyway to avoid hits over the middle.
Catch the ball, still take a hit by Wolverine, and still got the ball in his hands.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. This is gonna be fun.
What do you have left? I know you have O-line.
I got an O-line and a wide receiver left.
All right. I got tight end and O-line.
Yep. So
I don't think you're gonna pick my O-line.
I'm trying to think. So maybe. All right. If you're gonna allow this, and we can have a debate about this, my O-line is the Hulk family. Is the iterations of Hulk.
God damn it.
I'll take that as a yes, folks.
Has that ever been I think it has been a comic.
I mean, shit. I'll take the Hulk family. I'll even take the Hulk family from Wolverine that we read.
Oh, please don't.
I'll leave it.
God
Which
damn
one
it.
you want to go with?
Fucking,
Which one you want to go with?
You dirty bastard.
You want Hulk, the Red Hulk, She-Hulk,
and then they have like Smart Hulk, like Baby Hulk. Oh,
yeah. Or do you want me to go with the Hulk family from Wolverine,
old
Wolverine,
whatever,
old man Wolverine?
Fuck. That pisses me
You let me know which one you want to be fair with.
I'm not talking to the mic. Fuck, that pisses me off. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's your draft.
Let's do this. I'm gonna go with.
I thought I was clever.
Hulk family from Old Man Logan.
God damn it. I mean, if we're picking between Hulks, I mean, honestly, like, there's only like 3 good Hulks in that story. There's other ones are like skinny and doesn't look like they've eaten enough.
They're Hulks.
I mean, yeah.
And I've got Wolverine, so he can't kill him.
Yeah, but I got the Justice League on defense. They'll find something. Oh, you think Batman as a DC won't fucking...
Yeah, he'll find a way. I know he'll find a way.
Well, I'm going to take... I know you're not taking my O-line group, which I thought was
my O-line's gone.
I know, but you're not going to take a single character out of it. So I'm going to go my tight end. And I have it between Luke Cage or Superboy.
Ooh, okay.
I think Superboy's more versatile in that power set.
You got Superboy?
Yeah, because he has the addition of like added speed.
Now, are we talking Superboy?
Young Justice Superboy.
Young Justice Superboy.
Yeah, so I think I'm going there. Cyborg was on my tight end.
What do they call Clark Kent's son?
Now he's
Superboy as well.
No, he's just straight Superman currently.
Was he Superboy?
I'm not
or they
sure.
call him something else?
I'm not sure.
So my final pick of the inaugural Two Idiots Reading Comics draft, I have a wide receiver, folks, and
you were banking on the Flash so much.
I was. I'm not gonna lie. Flash family was definitely on the list, and I won't cop out with a speedster. This isn't. Thor is my other wide receiver.
Okay. That leaves my
that's a
O-line group.
the only reason is because when he throws his hammer, he's got to catch his hammer. That's really and he flies. That's about it.
That leaves only one hand open for the football, Davis.
Yeah, wasn't that one great?
Yeah, no. But yeah. God, I thought I had a good O-line group until you said the Hulks. My pick, the one I can really think of was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Against what, your X-Men defense?
Yeah. I mean, shit. Just throw Storm. That throws them into a swamp. Puts them over there. Then you got Logan.
Actually, you know what?
No, you made your pick.
Because you know who didn't get picked?
Fuck.
The Avengers. Go the Avengers. Instead of the 4 Turtles and Casey. The Avengers. How did you not pick the... Because you went X-Men.
Because I went X-Men and Hulk family.
Yeah, the Avengers, Davis.
Damn you bastard. I was hoping you wouldn't remember them.
So I'm going to have fucking Ant-Man, Giant Man, and all these other people.
Not gonna lie, these are pretty fucked up groups, man.
I know. And good luck trying to stop my wing tee with the Juggernaut.
Fucker, I got the X-Men who has stopped the Juggernaut.
I still can't
explicitly say how they stopped the Juggernaut.
I don't remember either.
I know they've had to stop him. But, folks, it's the
and
first.
when you commit your whole defense to the run, guess who's play action into the Cheetah Beast Boy outside?
Yeah, you can go fuck right off, boy. You still got to fight my X-Men. You're going to have to figure that out. Now, you aren't going to stop my line with Superman and Cyborg running a little QB sneak.
I have the Avengers.
Little play action pass going on.
I have the Avengers. Thank you. As my O-line. I have the Justice League as my defense.
This is so fun.
The Justice League.
I like how broad we are. Just the Justice League. The X-Men.
God, DC does not like fat characters. I don't know who I'm putting up in the middle.
You ain't got nobody to go in the middle because I took Cyborg. And you got Superboy playing another position.
Wait, which Hulk family did you pick?
I picked the Hulk family from Old Man Logan.
The incredibly dumb and inbred ones?
Yeah, but, I mean...
You know how hard it is to get 5 people to work together? And know all 5 positions?
But all I gotta do is just go for it. Let Cyborg and Superman be the brains.
Davis,
yeah, I know what I said.
You played O-line.
I know what I said.
You know it's a lot harder than... Let's go forward.
I know what I said.
And I like how both of us did not... We've basically just admit we're going to run the ball the entire time.
Yeah, because be totally honest, Beast Boy and Mr. Fantastic for you, and Doctor Strange and Thor for me, for wide receivers, is really kind of cop-outs. They work.
Yeah.
But...
It's not the main part of my offense.
It's not the main part of either of our offenses.
I do also have Superboy at tight end, though. That's a Gronk if I've ever seen one.
Put the thing at tight end just to be another lineman.
Yeah, I know.
He's holding the line down. That's what it is. He's the brains of the line.
You're going to line him up at fullback is what it
is. He's the brains of the line.
Honestly, your first pick, I think, is your weakest pick.
Cyborg. Yeah, that was my weakest
Not
pick.
like...
It was honestly...
At that position, like I feel like he'd be a way better tight end.
Yeah, I may have screwed up with running back. Now... That was fun.
Yeah. But that does it for this week. Hope you enjoyed. We're gonna have this on a poll.
Yeah, you'll see it on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere else you find us.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on Canva, make a fun little thing, graphic. I don't know. That's future me problem. But next week, getting back into Saga. And we're gonna have a fun trivia game as our segment. God. Bye.
Not a party foul. Bye.